hogs that are not allowed to vote because they have a fucking, felony charge or something. Like they have a felony conviction. They're not allowed to vote. And they can't go near a fucking school ground anyway. So trying to farm the voters, the supposed voters off of like what you're seeing drives clicks on Twitter is the most idiotic thing you can do. It's the most idiotic thing you can do. Asmongold himself didn't even fucking vote. Because that would require him to go outside.
Arresting people, and it's all women and children in a big elevator in a courthouse. It's like, really? I don't think you really need to be wearing a mask.
Well, they're worried about being doxxed, and they're finding that happening.
But our local police have to do that, and they don't wear masks. You see what I mean? The local police go to the courthouse to arrest somebody, or on the bright lights of the city during the day.
But again,
how big of a boon do you think the Manosphere podcast rounds was for Trump in the 2024 election? The admin must think it helped a lot, so they're chasing where they think the trends are going. Actually, that's pretty true. Yeah, that actually does make a lot of sense as to why they're chasing that Twitter high for some reason. I'm so glad the Asmongold fan I know lives here in Canada and can't affect shit. If he were back in the US, would probably be a fucking ICE agent if he was. That's awesome. Wait, is Asmongold such a pussy loser that he's thinking of not talking politics? Because at last, normal people see how disgusting the shit he says is. Yeah, the heat is turning on under Asmongold a little bit. And that's probably, if he's actually going to stop talking about politics, he'll do it. He'll do it eventually. He'll be more careful for the next month. And then he'll have another pop-off moment where he'll go, yeah, based on the wrong situation. And then liberals will eat his ass alive again. Now that more of them know who he is, they'll constantly hold his feet to the fire. And because he has no real political vision, as I said over and over again, inevitably he'll, when the heat keeps increasing, inevitably he'll lower the amount of, he'll either lower the temperature or lower the amount of political coverage in general. Because he doesn't, like, the reason why I dig my fucking heels in, no matter what, no matter how much hatred or smears I receive, is because I have a political vision. I have a political project in mind. I believe in it, and I will fight for it no matter what, right? For people who are simply grifting, because, they're getting a lot of new fans and LARPers from Europe, it's not enough. It's not worthwhile for them to keep receiving tremendous scrutiny for positions that they don't really hold. Do you see what I mean? Asman is reading Reddit about how the fans don't want to hear politics anymore. Yeah, because as I said, it's no longer a defensible position. He'll keep trying to farm like the fuck Hasan train to the best of his ability. But the reality of the matter is, eventually, the more annoying things get for the pro-Trump position, the more these guys have nowhere to fucking hide, because they don't have any sort of real investment in the vision that Trump is presenting, especially considering that Trump is not really presenting a vision that's good for them at all. Slowly but surely, that fucking base will hemorrhage in the same way that base is hemorrhaging for Donald Trump. That's why I've kept repeating over and over again, like, I have a principled stance here. I haven't changed my position at all. When I had 35 people in here, I used to say the same shit. 350 people saying the same shit. 350,000 people, I'll say the same shit. That's it. My neighbor was an Asmongold fan and a Rogan fan during COVID. He got fired for refusing to get the vaccine, and it made him lose it. And a while back, he got into an elevator with me, debated me on whether climate change was real, then coughed on me, and I tested positive for COVID a few days after. This is the average Roach fan. Jesus Christ. Asman already preemptively said he might do less politics because people lie too much. When that happens, he'll do the lines as he does now when you ask the debate only about politics in general. I said this with Elon too, by the way. Elon is back to his bullshit with all the white supremacist, commentary that he's engaging in. But he basically went back to his own. He went back to his own platform. Like he stopped interfering in politics directly because people were disgusted by him. People were fucking disgusted by him, and he could no longer get any sort of favor in a large crowd. So he had to. He had to go back to his little shell. Can you be fully honest, no trolling and no nonsense, but are you paid off by the deep state for your takes on politics to divide the peoples? Yes. Since you asked me no nonsense, no trolling, yes, I'm being paid by the CIA. The deep state is paying me to say these sorts of things. You caught me. Yeah. Gotcha, King. No problems. Since you asked me, I had to be honest with you, Yeah, controlled opposition. Yeah, that chatter doesn't know what that means. Yeah, the deep state, which is, of course, you, the viewers. The Piker Broadcasting Service is sponsored by you, the viewers, for you, the viewers. This is the last remaining PBS out there. Now that the official public broadcasting service has gone down, the Piker Broadcasting Service, which is sponsored by you, the viewers, and nobody else, is the last remaining PBS alive. The Piker Broadcasting Service. If you want the news of tomorrow, today. Iran takes made me question my sub. Oh my God. Yes, dude. Yes, you're right. I should have undermined all the people that are fucking dying and say that they're all Mossad agents. Otherwise, I myself am a Mossad agent. You're right. Come on, dude. You can't say everything is a fucking lib-ass take. Like, you know what my position is. I don't believe in intervention. I want sanctions relief to come to Iran. I think it's fucking ridiculous that we are starving the Iranian population. But having said that, make no mistake, like, people are very frustrated. It's crazy. Like, I understand why you want to defend. I understand why you want to defend the Iranian regime. The reason why you want to defend it is because it's the only fucking government, sovereign in the region, that is powerful enough to actually push back against American imperialism, Western imperialism. These are things that are very real. This is something that I readily acknowledge and admit and talk about in my commentary as well. Okay. Having said that, I don't think the Iranian people are all being primed by Mossad and the CIA to take up arms against the fucking government. They're that frustrated. And all I'm saying is, if Iranian sovereignty must be maintained, and I want that, the regime itself needs to fucking dial back.
Local police have to state their name and badge number. The local police have always been here.
Right.
The ICE element is completely new.
Right. I'm saying,
or at least at this scale.
I'm saying that for most of the regular arrests, you probably don't need to have them wearing masks. That's what I'm saying.
The problem is, once they don't wear a mask, then they're going to get doxxed, and people have actively doxxed them and threatened their families.
Local
you
police
bitch.
too,
They're
though.
public servants. Suck my fucking dick. They're public servants.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Local police don't
Right,
wear
but the
masks.
police have always been there, and police are there for a reason. If you call the police, if someone's breaking into your house, you're assuming the police are going to come. You don't call ICE because you don't self-report. You don't say, "Oh, I'm having an issue with some immigrants. Let me call ICE." No, they're a new factor in the community,
Right.
and they're wearing masks. That's a big difference. It's not the same comparison. Like, most people, except the kooky people that went nutty during 2020 after the George Floyd riots, that were like, defund the police. Like,
Right.
and boy, did they change their tune as soon as they started getting riots and their buildings burned down. And like,
Right.
Where's the police? Well, you fucking defunded them, stupid. Most people believe that crime is awful and you can't have murderers and armed robbers roaming the street. You should arrest them. And you're going to need police officers to do that. But those same people that believe that might also believe that once someone
I love that Joe Rogan literally admits, in defense of ICE, in the process of defending ICE in the stupidest way possible, He just admits that ICE actually doesn't serve the same law enforcement purpose that cops do. Okay? That's awesome. He literally realizes exactly why people are fucking frustrated with ICE. Now, obviously, in the same process, he ends up saying a whole bunch of nonsense like, oh, the police were defunded, blah, 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 all this shit that's not real. But yeah, that's kind of the point. That's the point. Police have always been there, so no mask is so stupid. Why do you even pay attention to idiots like Joe Rogan and his ilk? I don't know, brother. Maybe because he fucking got thanked personally by the president for winning the election. And unfortunately, have you seen this fucking country? Have you seen the dumbasses in this goddamn nation? Who do you think those dumbasses go to get their takes? Watching Joe Rogan is no different than watching fucking Fox News. I know it's stupid. In some ways, it's kind of like watching Asmongold. I know it's frustrating. It's stupid. He doesn't know what he's saying, but it doesn't matter. A lot of other dumbasses that are even dumber than the person that we're watching believe that these guys are actually smart. They get their talking points from people like this. So in order to address the talking points, you got to go to the fucking root cause. Where these talking points are coming from. Yeah, we used to do this all the time. It was called hogwatch.
Is here, they should be able to stay in this country, and ICE is operating illegally, and we shouldn't have militarized groups of people roaming the streets, just showing up with masks on, snatching people up, some of them U.S. citizens, and shipping them to countries they didn't even come from. So that's why they have to wear a mask. If you want them to do that job, if you want them to be able to deport 500,000 people over a year, which is a lot of people, if that's the real number, you know, they're going to be their life's going to be at stake. Yep. You're not going to be able to get people to do the job unless you allow them to be anonymous. And then, again,
brother, what the fuck? So you're recognizing the cruelty and how insane it is, but then you're defending it like, oh, well, these Nazis have to literally fucking hide their identity. Otherwise, you know, the Jewish partisans are going to kill them. Like, what is this? The pro-Holocaust position? What the fuck? He said, I'm evil and I like bad things. I am a fan of evil. I am an evildoer and I like when others are doing more evil. And sometimes you got to let the evildoers do the evil shit, even if I recognize it's bad and wrong. Awesome.
Allowing them to be anonymous creates a whole host of other problems.
Right.
Where you could have people pretend to be them, and how would you know who's who and who's not?
Some people have offered sort of an in-between where they wear badges that have a number or a first name on them, such that when you're arrested, if I think you've abused my rights in arresting me, Steve, you know, and a number, 324.
People are going to dox them instantaneously. Their face will be on the internet instantaneously. They'll make lists. They'll put it on social media.
Wow, if only there was an alternative here. They're doing the liberal compromise position, by the way. I guess this is woke 2 for these guys. Woke 2 is back, and these guys have found the liberal compromise position all on their own, you know? Hey, it's not the fucking mass apprehensions that are the problem. It's just that they're not doing mass deportation the right way. Okay, how about no mass deportation if it's for no fucking real purpose? Nope. We've already decided. We've dug in too deep. Our heels are dug. You don't understand. We got to do some mass deportations, okay? But at least, you know, don't wear a mask while you're doing it. Even though I do understand why you have to wear a mask, because it's an abject, cruel thing to do. And bad and wrong.
Media sites.
Federal agent appears to put protester in a leg chokehold during the... Oh, we watched this yesterday. I don't know why this is... There's no... I don't know why there's no sound on it, but... All right, this practice was banned specifically in Minneapolis after George Floyd, because this is how George Floyd was murdered. But of course, ICE is back, you know?
Mark, what's the pin?
It's for Renee Nicole Good, who was murdered. We have a vice president who's lying about what's happening. We have we're in the middle of a war with Venezuela that we illegally invaded. He's telling the world that international law doesn't matter to him. The only thing that matters to him is his own morality. But the guy is a convicted felon or convicted rapist. He's a pedophile. He's the worst human being in the world. If we're relying on this guy's morality for the most powerful country in the world, then we're all in a lot of trouble. So this is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today. I know I'm one of them. I love this country.
Come on the broadcast, Mark. Come on the broadcast, Mark. I tweeted at him. I say, yo, at Mark Ruffalo, please come on the broadcast. 30,000 likes. Come on now. I know you see it, Mark. I know you see it, Mark.
Country, and what I'm seeing here happening is not America. It's just not.
Mark, why do you feel that this platform is still useful to spread a message like this?
Listen, I want to pretend like this is, I want to be here to celebrate, and I am here to celebrate, and I'm proud to have a Golden Globe nomination. But also, this is not normal anymore. And so, I don't...
Mark Ruffalo and Wanda Sykes also wearing a Be Good pin for Renee Good, obviously, and trying to use this platform for activism. Do you feel that's effective or no?
Oh, come on. We're just here for show business today. It was a terrible thing that happened, and it shouldn't have happened. And if they didn't act like such thugs, it wouldn't have had to happen. But I don't need to wear a pin about it.
And when I found out who that person was, you're done, okay? And it's getting handed out. And you keep forgetting that. I got...
What is this? The streaming industry keeps getting worse? Oh, Measy? What the hell is this? About clip culture? Oh, I like it. All right, let's do it.
Fucking people. I got management. I got fucking people. I got people who, like, works for Twitter. And yes, I know your location. It was in LA.
Like, how low of a person do you have to be to use cancer to clickbait to get impressions? You know how much of an actual loser you have to be to use cancer to clickbait for impressions? Like, that's sad. That's weird. Like, that you have to just really, like, actually, like, I raise money for breast cancer because of my...
Bro, these fucking insane clip channels that have been the bane of my existence for like the last 3 years got so out of hand that they started going after their own like favorite content creators, like I Show Speed, like beloved content creators, or content creators that they're supposed to be like in line with. But I've been dealing with this shit for fucking 3 years now, I think, or 4 years at this point.
My mom had breast cancer, and for a page to just like use that just to get impressions, and not only that, but lie about it to get impressions, it's so weird.
Since the monetization of content, we've seen nasty creators do nasty things in order to boost viewership. Clickbaiting is the phrase that started it all, but now this has just turned to rage bait / fake news / disgusting clip pages, putting out fake captions in order to entice viewership in order to get those 2 cents off of X. The lies, the false narratives, all used to confuse an audience and ultimately galvanize a collection of people against a certain creator in order to do 2 things: prop up a different creator and make those pennies. And we're here to look at how damaging that stuff can be to the entire ecosystem as a whole. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Us unemployed have got to stick together. Think of it as a gift from you to me during this holiday season. Now, let's get back into the video. Now, just a month ago on this channel, we talked about how these clip pages have gotten out of control and how this secret behind the scenes component in the streaming industry that people were taking seriously would be the downfall of the streaming world.
Of some drama where it got a kick or steak logo
logo on that motherfucker. Do your research.
I will now be suing every clip that is posted about me that is with a steak logo that is out of context to try to get hate on a situation that is not even happening. And then I see all these idiots in the comments, oh, Lacey this, Lacey that. How could Lacey do this? It's not real, bro.
Oh, no, the worst thing I hate is you go on TikTok and it's a false ass caption that just did not happen. And everybody believes that.
Bro, it's so crazy. I've been dealing with this for years. Every single one of these motherfuckers got paid by Steak initially to do fuck Hasan content over and over again.
Yes.
And somehow since that video, especially with all the drama that's been going on in the streaming world, this problem has just gotten worse. It's no longer used to spread these fake narratives and storylines, but ultimately it's ruining.
Does it amuse you? No, it doesn't, because they're all fucking right-wing shitheads too. I've been one guy tanking this shit for like the last 3 years. It's fucking insane. Like, and people unfortunately are too stupid to realize, especially when it's tied to like ideology or politics too. It takes a new life on its own. It's one of the craziest things I've fucking experienced for the past couple of years. Like, the reason why I say it's like ideological too is because like misogyny actually works really well, right? Racism works really well. Misogyny works really well. So a lot of those guys will go like, oh, look at like Pokimane, Valkyrie, and Cinna. They're all so old. And they get like fucking 40,000 likes on that shit. And it's like, brother, like you should be thrown in a fucking vat of acid, okay? If that's like how you're behaving, that's how you're operating. Like, Jesus Christ, do you not have like a single fucking family member that's a woman? Really? Like this is what you're doing? Like, this is how you're making $20? I mean, sure, you're not a fucking ICE agent at least, so that's good. But god damn, dude. Incredible fucking loser-ass behavior. We need to throw Kick Champ into the industrial furnace.
The careers of these content creators and hurting their relationships with other streamers. Now, typically when you see these types of pages, you think of the big guys, the Feared Bucks, the Scuba Ryans, you know, these guys just acting as the CNN or MSNBC type of pages for the streaming / internet entertainment industry. Real credible places and spaces to get news about what's going on. You know, no funny business, no gimmicks. But the industry has changed. Elon Musk introduced monetization.
No, those motherfuckers also do funny business, for the record. They also do funny business. They're not actually legitimate sources of news either. They do the same exact bullshit. I guess they're better than the fucking Kick Champs and all those other like Kick content creators or Kick aggregators. But they absolutely do the same shit. They were the fucking pioneers of this kind of clip culture. It's just a low-ass bar, I guess, and the bar keeps getting lower and lower, but they were there. They were there in the beginning. This guy fucks with Asmin. There's 0% chance. Shut the fuck up.
On X. TikTok introduced, you know, the creator rewards program that rewards you for getting a bunch of views. And all this ultimately means is, hey, we need to get as many views as possible to our different platforms. And for what it's worth, and I can honestly...
You are disparaging a black man right now. There's gotta be white supremacy. Scuba Ryan has offered to do paid promo for you in my DMs before, by the way. Ostenox should have fucking taken it, dude. God damn it, Ostenox. You work against me every fucking day. Why didn't you take the deal? L team, L editor, dude. L editor. Yeah, he didn't want to take the deal because it would go against his whole... It was going to be a whole bit, but negotiations fell through when I wanted him to post vegan propaganda. Well, I'm glad that Scuba Ryan is a principled propagandist. Scuba Ryan is principled. He's like, nah, that's a bridge too far. I'll promote HasanAbi for a price, but never vegan propaganda. I respect Scuba Ryan more now for that reason. What's on the plate, buddy? It's vegan ueri. Yeah, no, I'm eating tofu chicken.
Honestly say this sitting on the side of somebody who creates commentary YouTube videos is that rage bait, negative stuff, anger baiting, all those things like that generate more views than positive stuff. Hell, even if it's not 100% true. And so now there's this incentive for these platforms to make fake stories in order to spread these different narratives, because ultimately views equal dollars, whether it be from the platform or from outside sponsorships. The most recent example that I can think of is this Kai Cenat Gigi breakup situation.
Bro, I swear to God, it's they do this with like Miskiv too. So Miskiv got a fucking Kick deal, right? And as soon as he got a Kick deal and he went over to Kick, a lot of the same content aggregators started making videos about Miskiv. And it's crazy because they're not positive. They're negative videos about Miskiv. So they are, in some ways, they're like they're agnostic. They just don't care if it's a negative attention that you're receiving or if it's positive attention that you're receiving, where they will literally just farm impressions regardless, without any care or consideration for making him look good. And it's one of the most insane things I've seen. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just all about impressions, because I guess like they've realized that if you can't farm positive stuff about a content creator that got on Kick, then you'll farm negative shit, because ultimately it still creates eyeballs for the content creator.
Story populated that Kai Cenat's ex-girlfriend Gigi started cheating on him with NBA YoungBoy of all people, and that's the reason why she broke up with him or he broke up with her. Now, the source of this allegation was none other than DJ Academics, but the problem is that DJ Academics never said any of these things.
Some rumors going around that Kai Cenat's girlfriend, Gigi, is cheating on him with NBA YoungBoy via DJ Academics on his live stream. Now, y'all want to know the truth about this? Because I got all the details.
Tell us.
I got 4K proof. Now, let me stop. I got 4K proof. Here's the thing, chat. This is not true. And, bro, I just want to tell y'all this, man. I know all y'all be loving Kai and whatever. And this is why I realized, like, me and Kai, we've talked, not recently, but like we've talked multiple times, just offline and shit like that. Man, when y'all love a nigga, y'all be just attacking other motherfuckers no matter what. Bro, how I get caught up in the group chat?
What's interesting in this situation is that DJ Academics goes on in that monologue to talk about how he streams to a massive amount of audience. And due to him streaming to a massive amount of audience on a nightly basis, you would think that there was some sort of clip that would support these claims. But ultimately, there never was. People just took this and ran with it.
Academics reported that Kai Cenat's girlfriend Gigi is cheating on him with YoungBoy. And I said it on a live stream that I stream to 15,000 people every night. 15,000 people. And there's not one video clip of me saying this.
Yeah.
And people are running with it. Yo, Axe said this. Bro, come on, man. Y'all got to stop this, man. Y'all got to stop. Bro, I look at my DM. It's all the wide linebackers, all the big back chicks from Shade Room. They're threatening to kill me. Yo, Kai, you got to put a statement out, gang. Please.
Now, Academics isn't a squeaky clean church mouse, and we'll get to him in just 2 seconds, but it's amazing the things that a lie can do to the people that are involved in it. We're not just talking about this affecting DJ Academics. When Kai Cenat took to Twitter to report that he was single and never going to be in a relationship again, this story picked up headwinds. So much so that it seemingly impacted Gigi, his ex-girlfriend, when she came to the internet and posted her comments about the situation. She said, and I quote, "I left. Now you want to get on the internet and rush to paint a false narrative about me off a fake Twitter post is insane. I never cheated on him, and you know that. I have never dealt with that man. Play that sympathetic role somewhere else, please." But Gigi, sweetheart, I'm here to tell you, Kai never ran with this narrative either. So now we have two people in an actual relationship, or what was an actual relationship, consuming this BS, this nonsense, and this slop, and it's ultimately dividing them further than where they were. Another problem with these lies is that once one lie happens, more lies get added onto that lie, only supporting it. Mind you, none of these things are attached to
I literally don't care. Yeah, I mean, you can think about it as just like drama, but there is also a political association with this anyway. And and that is the reason why I was covering it, where like it's not just gossip shit. They do actually foment reactionary takes all the fucking time. It's straight up it's a way to fucking manipulate people over and over again. It's basically, in the way that you can understand it, it's fucking psyop, okay?
Truth at all. This tweet is talking about Kai Cenat revealed that he had bought a house, a car, and was forking out $100,000 allowance to his girlfriend every single month. And then she proceeds to cheat on him with Kai Cenat's friend who has 13 baby mamas. What type of shit is this? And this tweet is currently sitting at 1 million views. Now, of course, there's a common theme in this situation. There's a blue check mark. There's bots in the comments section. She's responding to every single reply simply because that's how you rack up engagement, aka dollars, on the platform. But at what expense? At what cost? Another common theme on platforms like Twitter or TikTok is the miscaptioning of already existing clips, meaning they take these clips that already exist in some way, shape, form, or fashion, chop them up for their own nefarious gain, and then put a caption that has nothing to do with anything that's going on in the clip. Because these streamers and content creators spend so much time online, they say anything that can be taken out of context. And because a lot of people don't consume these people's content.
I saw in real time a tweet about you from one of those clip pages get botted. It went from 100K likes to 100 likes to 2K likes within 1 minute and didn't surpass 2.2 thousand likes for the rest of the day. Yeah, they bought the fuck out of that shit. That's what's so crazy about it too. Like obviously the reason why they bought that stuff is because it does end up attracting real eyeballs. But that's the reason why they do it. They bought it early, especially on Reddit. They'll brigade a post, they'll clip something from the stream, they'll put it on LSF, and then they'll bot the fuck out of it instantly. And it'll go up to like 3,000 upvotes out of nowhere. And the reason why they do it is because they want to drive it in the algorithm because it gets in front of real people, right? And they do it with everything. And it's funny because it like doesn't end up working at all. People who have already fallen for this kind of thing in the past will just use that as another justification to say like, oh, Hasan is bad. He's wrong. I don't actually agree with him. And that's it. That's pretty much it. That's all they end up doing. And I don't think it actually works. I mean, I'm sure it works to a certain degree as far as like, making, or just annoying me. That's probably it. But ultimately it's not very successful. Who is they you are referring to? It depends. It depends on who's doing it. But in a lot of instances, it's Destiny's community that does this on LSF. They own it. They own LSF. Normies don't know LSF exists. I know, but there is actually a funnel that takes information from LSF and then mass produces it out, and they're slop tubers. So it's not like LSF is just a cordoned off space for the most part. But whatever goes viral on LSF, which is easy to fucking manipulate if you bought it ahead of time, will then they got me checking your stream out and stay. Yeah, I mean that does work. Because some of the instances where Headmon at LSF posted a scam and may be gone soon, I highly doubt it. I feel like LSF is such a big subreddit. I know Reddit knows that they're botting everything. But yeah, as far as like normies not knowing LSF exists, but the Kai situation has been brought up by JD Vance, the vice president. So like things that happen on this stream can easily be clipped out of context or manipulated. A lot of people that already hate me in this space will use that as an opportunity to really farm the LSF shit over and over again. And it will turn into like this big ordeal. It'll turn into a whole drama, right? Bought clips about you are huge on r/new Iran these last couple of days. Yeah. I feel like their method backfires too. The only reason I watched you initially was because I saw this comment saying how much of a terrorist you were, but the clip didn't match up with that. And I wanted to see if you were actually what you were actually about by tuning in. Yeah. Speaking of LSF, did you see that new shady $1 million fan contest? There's a good Moist video about it. No, I did not. But yeah, disparaging you with drama to make you more toxic for your politics is basically what they do because they can't address the actual talking points. The only time they can address any talking point that I have over here, especially if it's a nuanced one, is by chopping it up and making it irredeemable, making it something that's entirely different than what I'm advocating for. And in instances where they actually do clip me out of context or fucking post me in a negative light, if it's in line with my worldview, I don't really mind it that much. But basically what I realized is that there are still plenty of fucking people that fall for that shit. And we saw that. We saw how much motion slopaganda might have. Nick Shirley did a slopaganda video. It went viral because it was botted into oblivion on Twitter. Elon Musk tweaked the algorithm to make it fucking super prominent. And then look what happened. Renee Good was shot and killed. There's thousands of ICE agents storming the fucking roads right now. The American government actually shut off the money faucet to a bunch of childcare facilities all around the country. So unfortunately, in this day and age, with the way that this government works, like the misinformation, the mass dissemination of misinformation is a very effective tool because there's a lot of fucking stupid people out there. It sucks.
On a regular basis, they're not going to notice the subtle differences as to what's going on. We're talking about haircut changes. We're talking about room changes. Everything just seems up to date because the content was published recently. Let's take a look at this clip. In the caption, it reads, Duke Dennis talks about the David situation. Says people should do their research before they make any conclusions since nothing is confirmed. For those that don't know, David is the singer who is on the run for allegedly ending the life of his 15-year-old girlfriend. Now, David is somebody who is a legal adult, so this is a totally messy situation after her body was found in a Tesla. And let's listen to what Duke Dennis has to say about the David situation.
It's so fucked up. I've been seeing everything that bro been going through, and it ain't even my business, so I'm not gonna speak on like what he should or shouldn't do. This is one of my biggest fears, and that's to be embarrassed. This is supposed to be his month, his week, the end of his year supposed to be.
Chad, you guys are so stupid. You're falling for it in real time. It's not about the David situation at all. That's the whole point. That's the reason why he's using this as a fucking example. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. This is how it works. People can be primed into going, oh yeah, I do hate that like clips are heavily edited or completely out of context in many instances. And I tell you all this stuff. I tell you all this shit. And you fucking turn around and you fall for it.
So great and so happy. The internet done found a way to completely ruin this moment for him.
But the problem with that clip, and just like any of these other clips by some of these clip pages like DGen Clips, is that Duke Dennis is not talking about the David situation. Duke Dennis goes on to tweet, what's funny about this, I don't even know who David is. That's why I don't get on here no more, because everything on this app is fake and y'all believe it. If you watch that clip in the context of this video, it probably stood out to you that it was chopped up. It was interesting how there was no name explicitly said in the conversation. And, you know, it just didn't feel right. But for somebody who's consuming those clips on the internet, it can easily seem as though Duke Dennis is talking about the David situation. And that would ultimately make Duke be some sort of nasty, scummy person. And that's not just me believing it. As I scroll through the comment section of the video, that's exactly what they're saying. Now, since that tweet has been posted, and this is where I'm definitely holding these platforms accountable, Twitter has put a community note on it. But ultimately, my question is, why is this not taken down? Why does this clip that's clearly misinformation as told by the community and is acknowledged by Twitter get to continue to exist on the platform? Especially because Twitter has a baked-in reel/short form type system where you can scroll through them and not have to see that community note. It's easy to see how somebody could consume this and not read this warning label and still go on to believe that this person is disgusting even though it's been debunked. You're probably looking at this and asking, like, why would people even be going about doing this? Well, there's a couple of different reasons, and this is why I said academics wasn't scot-free in all this. For one, it's to make a certain type of creator look worse than what they are. Some of it in an attempt to prop up their favorites, some of it because these are like kids who are just angry at a certain level of creativity.
Bro, fucking nailed it, dude. And some of it is by whole ass adults who have never let go of a resentment that one content creator has over another. And in many circumstances, that personal resentment that that person has masquerades as like a real, sincere political disagreement that must be addressed. Okay? Duke Dennis says he don't know why people still work regular 9-to-5 jobs when streaming exists. He made $500K in his last stream. Y'all tripping.
So, you seeing streamers nowadays become millionaires, nigga, like doing this shit. So of course, naturally, like I tell people all the time, they be like, "Hey, bro, goddamn, I be wanting."
Remember my 9-to-5 comment saga, which ironically enough, many people actually fell for it, but it was early on. Even like between me and Kai Cenat, before these clip channels came into mass adoption, Kai Cenat and I had a fucking beef. Okay? Kai Cenat and I had a fucking beef. We were fine. We were cordial in the past, and we still are now. But there was a fucking Clipchimp account that went in and said I was trying to get like Aiden Ross banned or something. I think Aiden Ross was before he was banned on Twitter, or before he was banned on Twitch, was having a call with DDG, I think. Or no, Aiden Ross was banned and DDG was having a phone call with Aiden Ross. One or the other. I can't remember the fucking details. This was years ago. And one of the clip channels literally fucking clipped me talking about that, responding to someone asking me a question about it. And then the entirety of fucking WL content creators were like, "Oh, you're a snitch, including Kai Cenat." And I fucking turned around and said, "Shut the fuck up, you bitch," or something like that to Kai. And he was so fucking pissed off. He was so fucking mad that I called him a bitch, that he like unfollowed and all this stuff. And we're fine. We're cordial. We're like, you know, we're professional. But yeah, I went a little beast mode on it. And it was during this.
You a snitch. You a snitch. Niggas calling you a snitch because you snitched. Not saying I was Aiden because I was clearly Adam. But you a snitch, bro.
Yeah, this is what he was doing. Hey, by the way, you know what's really funny is I was right on Aiden Ross too. I was right on Aiden Ross too. Yeah, so when he said that, I called him a bitch. Okay? Except there was still people in his chat going, "Watch the full context. It was clip chimped." And then there was obviously Aiden got under his skin heavy. Hasan having a breakdown. Even back then. So, not only was I right about Aiden just too early, have you apologized? For what? Nah, I'd fall for nothing. But yeah, this was one of the Like, this is the type of shit that he didn't realize was happening all the time. You know what I mean? At the time. Now he knows. Now he knows. Now he knows how clip culture works and clip baiting works. Clip chimping works in general. And now he also knows what Aiden Ross is all about anyway.
You feel me? You telling me you suck your dick, and it's so crazy because y'all niggas is like, bro.
I didn't call him a bitch. I said suck my dick. You would get shanked in prison for that? Okay, you can suck my dick too, dumbass. The fuck do you mean you get shanked in prison for that? You told both Rage and Kai to suck my dick when they weren't making jokes about you being a snitch, but chat riled you up into thinking that they were genuinely hating on you. Rage apologized for the joke after he learned to send a lot of hate your way, but Kai never did. Yeah, that was the meta. It was fucking clip chimpers on both sides. And they fucking played both of us like a goddamn fiddle. Anyway, I'm tight with Rage regardless. And like I said, I'm cordial with Kai Cenat. But again, this is how it fucking works. To be clear, it was suck my dick from the backside. Okay, you guys keep adding additional things. I can't remember what I actually said, but it was not nice, okay? It was not nice at all at the time. I was like, the fuck are you talking about? Calling me a snitch. In New York, saying that can get you touched, brother. Oh my fucking... Guys, shut the fuck up. We're Twitch streamers, okay? Shut the fuck up. Yo, dead ass, bro. In New York, that'll get you touched. Shut up. We're fucking Twitch streamers, okay? Shut the fuck up.
It's so crazy because I'm not with the, like, I'm not gonna start any more entertaining into this, but y'all niggas, like, beef. Y'all say this shit about each other. I done seen you do it with SQC. I done seen you do it with a whole bunch of people. Y'all.
Wrong. 100%. 100% have done it with XQC many times over at that point. Wrong. Again.
Say shit like that, and then y'all go to parties together.
And it's this idea that like it's all fake, right? Like streaming is all fake. Yeah, I know.
And get drunk together and be like, fuck yeah, man, I love you. And shit like, fuck, bro. Like, I fucking love you, man. Like, bro, like, just stop, bro. It's fake love. It's fake love. Stay over there on that side of the field, bro. Like, feel me? Just don't get into that community then. Like, honestly, bro. Like.
Anyway. This was a long time ago. Like I said, we're cordial. But Kai can suck my dick too, okay? Oh, I say he can suck my dick too, okay? Every single person that thinks this is a snitch moment can suck my entire cock from the top to fucking bottom. They're dumb as fuck for that. Yeah, because they were calling me a snitch. It's fucking bullshit. Anyway, my point was the reason why I was showing that is because, yeah, now these guys get fucking clipped all the time. And now they know what it's like.
I remember when Aiden Ross brought on Kick Champs, which is another one of the...
And honestly, I hope that they fucking take this shit... They take this shit down because it's so unfucking bearable. It has made the community unviable. Say that in Beverly Hills and get jumped, bro. Yo! You better not say that shit in Naperville, dude.
Those clipping platform pages onto his stream. He literally said the reason why he does these sorts of things is because he hates Kai Cenat.
I post a lot of positivity.
No, you don't, bro. No, you don't.
Let me move my camera, bro.
I only post Kai hate because Kai is like, he's racist.
What?
How is Kai racist?
Yeah, where do you get that from, bro?
Because he only accepts black people into AMP. He denied you because you're white.
Nigga.
What? That's the reason why you hate Kai? Because I'm not an AMP?
Yeah, it's just like, it's multiple things.
One, the monetization of content means that views are king. Even if it means you're loud, even if it means you're wrong, even if it means you're nasty, even if it means you're disgusting, getting people to click on your content, whether it be to hate, whether it be to love, is the ultimate end goal. Views are the end goal. So with that being said, content creators do whatever they can in order to get people to click. That way they get the engagement and that way they get the money. And the second system that is built on top of that is the whole concept of being first.
Bro was so confusingly racist. He got Aiden Ross confused, dude. Like, think about that. Think about how confusingly racist you have to be. That even Aiden Ross is like, what the fuck was that? Like, normally I'm on board. I mean, disparaging a black content creator, like, let's go. I'm on fucking board with that every goddamn day of the week, you know? But even he wasn't on board with that. He's like, damn, that's confusing. Like, you got him acting like he's reading words. Any words, really. I was gonna say fascism, but honestly, any word will do.
To market in these situations means that even if I don't have all the information, I need to be one of the first people to get the information out. Recently, world famous boxer Anthony Joshua got into a car accident, and DJ Academics, told you he wasn't squeaky clean, would take to one of his pages and tweet out some of the nastiest stuff in the world. 2 people lost their life in that tragic accident, and instead of doing his due diligence and waiting, Academics jumped the gun intentionally and said Anthony Joshua has killed 2 others in a car crash. And of course, because it was salacious, it got a bunch of engagement and it got a bunch of views. But because this was the wrong story, Academics got a lot of fire for it and had to end up redacting that sentiment and apologizing and acknowledging it on his live stream.
Just incorrect information going around. You know, I think we should all wait for like official sources to kind of give us a debrief of what happened. As well, I think a post did go out via one of my pages that was absolutely incorrect, and I believe it was taken down. I wasn't even aware at the time when it went up.
But yeah, Academics TV ain't act. That's his mod, which is really funny. That's even funnier, by the way, because that's not even DJ Academics. So everybody yells at DJ Academics whenever fucking his moderator using his name will just do some dumb shit like that.
But it was taken down as quickly as it was realized that the information wasn't correct. But yeah, it's just a very sad situation. Just incorrect information going around.
Anthony Joshua was in the backseat of the car. He sustained injury in this accident. 2 of his friends' lives were lost. And because there's a system that was created for there to be some sort of monetization for salacious news and the first to market system that is also enabling this type of behavior, Academics went way over the line and gave a weak ass apology as a way to try to, heal wounds. Trust me, Ac is disgusting in my eyes for that sentiment, but a system is also nasty. The last reason I want to highlight that this situation exists and probably will continue to exist is because these streamers and content creators believe that they need these fake pages, these clip pages, these disingenuous, information platforms in order to be successful and have careers. A few months ago, Neon highlighted how much he spends on clippers. I think it was like $1 million a month, some outrageous number a month, which...
That's fake. No fucking way, no how. Also, doesn't Neon literally bought the fuck out of his streams? How is he spending any money on clippers and he still has the bot? At a certain point, you got to stop doing that. He has 100 clippers making 100K a year. What do you mean it's fake? There's people who think that you pay for the hate clips that you get. I'm not joking. This has been going on for so long that back in the day when Twitter was actually normal and wasn't fucking broken before Elon Musk purchased it and ruined everything, I would trend on Twitter on a weekly fucking basis. So much so that Tim Dillon got jealous a while back, like many, many years ago, prior to Elon Musk's purchase, and was like, why is it that Hasan gets fucking clipped out of context and people yell at him and he's trending every fucking week? That was the meta. Phantom, Twitter is so ass now. What's up, Phantom? Yes, it is ass. It's ass as hell. It was kind of ass before, but now it's extra ass. It's so fucking bad. I miss when Hasan was trending every week. No, that shit was also, that was the early Clippers. That was what I'm trying to say. All of this started. Okay, look. I don't know Omi's background, but I will just say this. I think the inflection point before Elon purchase even was Stake. Okay? Kick.com. Stake, the crypto gambling casino, gets kicked off of Twitch. Myself, Miskiv, and Pokimane are seen as like the three primary figures responsible for that. All the top Kick streamers that went to get contracts never let go of that. Okay? They get really fucking mad. Then they start the website known as Kick. Okay? When they started the website known as Kick, they started paying those fucking botted ass, fave star ass Twitter accounts over and over again. Okay? Over and over again. They just kept farming impressions. And in so many of those impressions that were farming for years, they would consistently be like, this is the worst streamer of all time. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. And it would get like 100,000 likes and shit like that. Even back in the day in old Twitter, they were just farming that shit nonstop and they were botting that shit nonstop. Okay? And then they basically created a process where they have a Discord server where you have a lot of different clippers that get paid specifically to promote Kick streamers. Okay? And now a lot of those guys from like Fear Buck and all those other dudes, some of the top accounts that used to do that, they're now seen as like more consistent and more legitimate than the Kick Champ and all these other fucking fake accounts, like the one that we were just looking at earlier with like Duke Dennis, right? But they all get boosted by Rainbet, Roobet, Kick, Stake, whatever. Okay? Is really fucked up. But it has this kind of impression farming and clip chimping has ruined streaming. Is ruined streaming. It's made it so much fucking worse. Yoxic is another one. Where a lot of these guys are constantly fucking engagement farming, slapping on a Rainbet ad, slapping on a Roobet ad, slapping on a fucking Kick or Stake ad on it, and trying to hit like virality. You see this type of engagement farming from crypto gambling accounts on the political side too? Yeah. The prediction maker market, Polywire, purchased newswire.us. This was a fucking news account, like a credible news account. Or it used to be. And now they're doing the fucking impression farming for Polymarket, another fucking gambling website. It's crazy. BNO News is doing Kalshi ads now. Brother, CNN is doing Kalshi ads. CNN, Clinton News Network. Like, it's not, like, there is an enshittification of society where everyone is trying to fucking secure the easiest bag they possibly can. And they're making the most immoral decisions, okay? No more ethics. It's just bag holding. That's all people care about. It's gotten to a point where it's just fucking crazy. It's just the only thing you can have. The only thing you can have is basically your own moral compass. And a lot of people don't even care about that moral compass because they're like, fuck it, everyone else is shitty. Why not myself? Maybe I should get a fucking little bit of that bag too. I mean, when you have CNN doing fucking Kalshi ads or a Kalshi collaboration to add predictive market gambling into their fucking regular news coverage, what is the expectation here? What is the expectation? Of course, the children and the kids and the people in fucking Indonesia are gonna, they're gonna benefit tremendously from $200 of extra revenue a month than even, an American teenager might. So It's over. It's over for the truth. And all of these other spaces that you would actually entertain or enjoy are just completely fucking busted.
I can kind of verify is true. And if you ask him, it's a necessity. He owes his life to the Clippers because if the Clippers don't exist, who's going to watch him?
This is why I don't think that's true. Because companies, right? Companies, are they watching streams? Are they going on Twitch looking at streams, twitch.tv/neon, Twitch, whatever? No. They're seeing the clips. They're scrolling. The executives, they're scrolling. They see the shit come up on their phones. Collabs. You hit up someone. They're not, no, fucking... Kevin Durant's not watching a Twitch stream, right? He's seeing clips. He's like, oh, this dude's funny as fuck. Let me bring him on. Or let me do some shit with him. The clipping industry is bigger than ever, and the Clippers need to get more respect for making careers. The Clippers made my career, right? They made my fucking career, bro. No one sits down. The idea of sitting down watching streams is starting to die out, and it's more about scrolling. They want to see quick shit. Their minds are fucked. The world is so cooked. I'm the same way. Motherfuckers are scrolling.
Yeah. Streamers only watch others through clips as well. Exactly. The only reason I know who you are is hate threads and clip champs. I came to Twitch to see how evil you were. There's tons of us, so I'm sorry you had to deal with it, but you radicalized me, so I'm thankful to them in a way. No, I know. That's how it works. I get it. There are a fuck ton of people in here. That's why I'm saying, like, a lot of these guys that are fucking constantly hate farming and saying a bunch of dumb nonsense about me do end up funneling audiences to me because people come in and they're like, what's the deal with this fucking guy? Like, what's going on with this dude? Like, he can't be this evil, right? And then they come in and they go, oh shit, never mind. Everything I heard about this dude from Clip Chimps was a fucking lie. The problem is, it would be endlessly beneficial for me if I had positive clips out there, or at least like clips of my actual takes that cover the nuance of whatever the fuck I'm saying. Clips of my correct predictions, for example. But unfortunately, we don't have that. Okay? And it's impossible to fucking overcome the faucet of misinformation. So the best I can do is hope for charitability.
Every second, right?
Imagine being a slave to a platform or a page that is putting out fake clips about you, ultimately because you want Kevin Durant to watch your shit. While there is a sprinkle of truth in what Neon is saying, what he's not realizing is the detriment and the harm that these clip pages can, ultimately set up. But that's because he's fueling the machine. When the day comes when he is no longer fueling the machine, which I think is going to happen, he too will be a victim of this same clipping situation. And he will be screaming from the rooftops like I Show Speed or like Lacey, saying that he's going to take legal action against these people.
Sure was. And when I found out who that person was, you're done, okay? And it's getting handed out. And you keep forgetting that I got fucking people. I got management. I got fucking people. I got people who like works for Twitter, tie up. So, and I know all this shit. So, and yes, it was.
Of a person you have to be to use cancer to clickbait to get impressions. You know how much of an actual loser you have to be to use cancer to clickbait for impressions? Like, that's sad. That's weird. Like, that you have to be genuinely, like, actually, like, I raised money for breast cancer because of my mom had breast cancer, and for a page to just, like, use that just to get impressions, and not only that, but lie about it.
Why do you think the HasanAbi industrial complex didn't translate as well to the clip industry? I remember when you were actively pushing us to create more TikToks of your content. I think it's because I'm too wordy. And also, I don't know. I mean, it did for a while, but I don't think that there is enough content out there. It needs to be like, there needs to be an overwhelming faucet, an overwhelming faucet of clips. Someone said you're old, Onk. No, I mean, there isn't really anything like that. No, it's because the Clips complex isn't botted to hell like the bad faith Clippers are. I mean, there's that element too. But yeah, there isn't. I mean, there's still shit like this, They ban.
I need you to tell me, baby, where the hell is my husband? What is taking him so long to find me? Oh, baby, where the hell is my lover? Getting down with another. Tell him that my grandma said it. Tell him grandma said it.
Your husband is coming.
Always got to hit that repost. You did have Matt Aura that day. Thank you. This is a thirst trap, not a clip. I know. Thirst traps do a lot better than the clips do. Like Nick Fuentes owes his career both to, you know, people recognizing that Israel is you know, destroying Gaza, but also on top of that, a lot of his fucking clippers that go crazy. Hassan Piker is officially streamed for 20,000 hours after 2,742 days live since 2018. It would take 2.28 years to catch up to on HasanAbi. It's the one piece of Twitch. That's crazy. It's crazy. I thought you were about to say Nick Fuentes owed his career to thirst traps. I'm about to lose it. No, he has a fuck ton of real clippers. You've got to tell people they can make money monetizing your clips on Twitter if they do positive PR. That's true. You can make money monetizing my clips on Twitter if you do positive PR. You can also make money monetizing that shit on TikTok too, honestly. What's crazy is this is an actual photo from GP. Content is no longer available. No shot. This is still season 1 of HasanAbi piece. It is. All right, let's get back to it. When you have 1 million YouTubers producing political content, investigations, and whatever else in a news environment where, with zero trust in institutions, what it means is that the state no longer has to produce propaganda. It can just retweet something that looks independent. Yeah. What a viral YouTube video says about the future of journalism. Oh, Jay Caspian wrote about the Nick Shitley situation. What Charlie's doing is a local TV news investigation. He's the man on the street with the camera going up allegedly to fraudulent business and asking a lot of questions. This is a form that has always worked, and he's mixing it with a little Roger and me everyman. The appeal of this is obvious, especially for the majority of Americans who hate mainstream media. Nick Shitley also did it in the dumbest way possible, right? And in this dangerous misinformation environment, as I have warned against over and over again, people do not exercise critical thinking at all. They do not have any media literacy. They do not exercise critical thinking at all. And they basically have a what you see is what you get attitude about this kind of stuff. So the bottom of the barrel, lowest common denominator content, like the dumbest fucking lowest common denominator content actually goes even more viral.
To get impressions, it's so weird.
Part of my predictions for 2026 is that we're going to see streamers actively log off more. And a major reason why is because of this fake, false narrative culture that is going around with these clipping pages.
Not me. I'm a fucking psycho. No, I'm not logging off. But because of but I've described it already, right? The reason why, in spite of all this shit, I don't log off, and I know people will say, oh, you're making fucking so much money, that's why. No, that's not the reason. Because all these other guys are making even more money than I do, and yet they're still logging off. Because those guys are entertainers, okay? Their primary purpose is to entertain people, and if the heat goes up too much, then they can just like check out for a little bit and preserve their mental sanity. The reason why I don't fucking log off, and the reason why I do this day in, day out, is because I have a project. I have a goal in mind. I have a positive, affirmative vision for the future. So that's the reason why I keep chipping away. Okay? That's the reason why I keep pushing no matter what. Remember that. And a lot of these other motherfuckers don't have that dog in them. And that's why when push comes to shove, that's why when the ideology that they've leaned into, like it's the new meta, like it's the new fucking video game. You know, when Fortnite falls out of fashion, you stop playing Fortnite, you try to fucking find a different game to play. A lot of streamers do it in the same exact way. A lot of streamers that entertain, you know, political commentary operate in the exact same fucking way, right? Those guys are not cut out for it because they don't have a vision for a better future. They don't care about the impact that their commentary is having. I do. And that is the reason why I don't fucking log off, regardless of all of the backlash.
The thing is, these streamers have other ways to survive. So if they starve these stream pages and clip pages, ultimately they will die out. But what it means is you won't be able to see your favorite creator going into the next year. I would love to see more legal action happen. I would love to see these platforms be banned. I would love to see any platform in which these fake and false narrative pages exist actually take a stand for truth and justice and say, yo, we do not want this slop on our pages. But this will probably continue as long as
it's good. I don't know who this guy is, but I like it. I like his commentary. Anyway, speaking of fucking
why is
one of the biggest clippers of all time, Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross got into it. Aiden Ross got into it with Doechii. I followed this from afar. I tweeted about it one time. Aiden Ross was doing Aiden Ross shit. Okay, talking shit about Doechii because it's the popular thing to fucking do. And this time he got into a little bit of heat.
Is a streamer beefing with a rapper? That's the question. Hi, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. And it seems like 2026 is not starting out with a bang, but a gigantic wet fart, because the biggest controversy in the music industry currently is the raging hate boner that streamer, online gambler, and guy who peaked in high school, Aiden Ross, has for Doechii. Now, whether you know it or not, 2026 is actually going to be a make or break year for the rapper, singer, songwriter, who is coming off of a lot of building momentum behind her breakout mixtape, Alligator Bites Never Heal, which snowballed into a really impressive run of viral songs, music videos, live performances, as well as award wins. And as good as many of those moments have been, personally, I'm kind of hoping this is just the beginning. I've been hearing potential in Doechii's work for years now, really since her Her Black Bitch EP from 2022, and now I feel like she's finally getting the buzz that she deserves. But her sudden growth in visibility over the past few years has also brought a lot of undue and intense hate and claims about her success that don't even fully make sense, and are also easily debunked with a quick Google search, like her being an industry plant. Because for years, Doechii was actually releasing music and even vlogging in relative obscurity, and while true, she is signed to one of the best rap labels out there today, Top Dog Entertainment, and has a viable music industry connections, if TDE actually had the power to just turn Doechii into an overnight success, why didn't they do that back in 2022? And also, why aren't they doing that for every other artist on the label sitting around or below 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify? Could it be that Top Dog doesn't just have the magical power to make any artist famous that they want, and maybe Doechii started blowing up because she was making music that actually resonated with people, mixed with some good marketing? Right time, right place, maybe too?
HasanAbi Abitano here.
But these very simple and obvious explanations just don't seem to convince.
Why does this chat get so weird about black women? It's literally every fucking predominantly white male space. Straight up. Yeah, it's misogynoir. It's every fucking... It's every time, it's every place. It's so goddamn annoying. I push back on it all the fucking time. And I think the way I see it is every single time I push back on it, we're getting some new people to check themselves before they fucking behave in that way.
It's the very loud group of people who don't really believe the hype. And their number
I love the Aiden's response to Doechii's song was, "Oh, y'all, I'll show you. I'm going to make a video with a pedo." Yeah, that, but also, that was another fucking clip culture moment. Because Doechii wasn't just directly addressing Aiden Ross. She was unironically addressing the clip accounts. And the clip accounts turned around and said, oh, this is about Aiden Ross. This is just about Aiden Ross. It's only Aiden Ross. Doechii's actually shitting on Aiden Ross. And guess what? Then it turned into a story about fucking Aiden Ross. And it is the craziest one-sided beef of all time.
size seems to have kind of quadrupled, especially since this old remix that Doechii did of Gautier's Somebody That I Used to Know got an official commercial release. You guys may know the song as Anxiety. It's a song I like, but one that has understandably rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, either due to the subject matter of the song or the attachment that people have to the original that keeps them from being able to see it in any other context. Personally, I'm convinced that if Doechii did the same exact vocal line and the same exact bars over a totally different beat, most people probably wouldn't mind it. However, the Gautier song being so prominent within Doechii's track was probably part of the reason the labels were willing to push this song. So I guess you got to take the bad with the good. What I mean by bad is this level of popularity that has drawn the eyes and ears of all of these streamer dumbasses. Ones like Aiden Ross, who sniff trafficker chairs for clout. And while there are numerous online commentators from what I've seen that have said some pretty out-of-pocket stuff about Doechii, Aiden is the first to my knowledge to really have a big public meltdown over her. Weirdly enough, it was over this silly-ass clip of Doechii yelling for umbrellas.
Oh no, oh no. Give me another umbrella now. Another one right there. And another one. Two more umbrellas. All right, make a path, everyone. Move.
Who gives a fuck about Asian Ross? Asian Ross. Oh man, that's good. Bro, he read that shit, lol.
Clear a path here. Clear a path. Do not let that one umbrella. I will not.
Apparently this took part at the Met Gala last year, and apparently this was all for Doechii to hide herself so that she could make her way to the Met Gala red carpet for the final reveal of her look and her outfit. Now, look, personally, this is not really an event I pay super close attention to.
One of my least favorite things is when a dumb motherfucker who is like being racist or whatever will turn around and get called out for it, okay? And then their instant fucking response is, oh, no, I was doing it because, like, you were mean to service workers or something, right? Like, which is what Aiden did. Or turn around and say, oh, you're being anti-Semitic, I'm Jewish. Which is another thing that Aiden Ross did. It's my least favorite thing. It's like, bro, you collab with Nazis. What the fuck do you mean? What the fuck do you mean?
Every year. And there are a lot of things worth critiquing around the Met Gala itself and celebrity culture.
Yeah,
but
I'm
this
actually
is
the victim. Instantly. Insta-locking. I'm actually the fucking victim here.
such a stupidly misunderstood moment. It's hard to believe that it went as viral as it did in terms of it being like a bad look.
This
and
is another version of this. Aiden Ross has declared he's officially done discussing Doechii and the whole beef, and he's looking forward to watching all the people who are dragging him and talking smack during the drama to see their social media engagement and numbers start tanking. Anthony Fantano never called anyone the N-word. He was quoting someone which he apologized for and actually took accountability. Aiden Ross is friends with Nick Fuentes, who is self-identified racist and proud of it, and defendant Andrew Tate, who was also racist and has multiple allegations of rape and strangulation. Like, brother, what are you talking about? Like, the people that you surround yourself with and the people that you make content with are fucking gross. It's unironically confusing that anyone actually falls for this at that point, you know?
PR nightmare for Doechii. Not to get nerdy about it, but
I'm realizing, honestly, I'm fucking realizing that, like, pushing back on guys like this with, like, overwhelming force leads them to snap out of this, like, stupor that they're in, because on Twitter they're surrounded by other like-minded bots, right? But when they actually start realizing that, no, when you know, normal people, when they catch wind of this shit, right, they go, oh, gross, the fuck are you saying? And they start dunking on them. They go, oh no, people actually hate this. I thought we were dog shit maxing, okay? I thought we were shit maxing. I thought that's what we were doing. I thought it was time to be a fucking asshole. I thought we were vice maxing, right? Turns out it's not time for that, because the only thing they understand is force.
think about all of the PR people and stylists and designers that put in hours of work in order to make sure a look at something like the Met Gala goes off without a hitch. If Doechii stepped out of the elevator and said, I don't give a f- take as many pictures of me as you want, that would be more disrespect to her team and everybody who worked to make her look the way that she did than.
I didn't know you love furry corn. Hasan, quit being a cute little furry fanboy. First of all, you can say porn in here, dumbass. This is not fucking TikTok comments. And secondly, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Demanding that
My
somebody
man said
cover.
Corn. Embarrassing. We got a guy here who's anti-white racism every fucking time. He's a loser, bro. He's constantly on about white people. If he sees a white person saying something he doesn't like, is the first thing he points out. What? Dog, I'm white. And I'm watching a white guy right now. The fuck are you talking about? Rewind the stream like 2 minutes? What? By the way, you can rewind. Why are you so toxic, bro? Lol hit a nerve. Lol, you're so racist. Because his first opinion was it's white people raising every opinion he has. That's just how racists think. Oh my God. There's nothing more pathetic than fucking white people crying about anti-white racism, bro. Oh my Lord. I'm white, motherfucker. I'm white. Suck my dick. Okay? Stop being a fucking bitch. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Piker Broadcasting Service. If you want to become a sponsor of the Piker Broadcasting Service by subscribing, you can rewind the fucking broadcast and you can actually watch. Not white. Stop making shit about. Oh, I'm not white. Huh. Why is it that white identitarians that are constantly complaining about fucking white people being under attack will look at a person like me? Oh, you're saying, no, I'm not white. So you're just in it for the game? You're in it for the love of the game. You're like, I love defending the white race. As a non-white guy, I love defending the white race. To a white guy, I'm white. I love all people. There's only one race, human race. Hey, me too. One love, baby. Listen, not to do standpoint epistemology here, but you're doing a real bodies and spaces, okay? A white guy is talking about white people not being so sensitive. So maybe you should see yourself out of white people's business then, okay? Sorry. He came in here and he's like, I'm here to defend the white race, sir. To what? A white guy? Okay, thanks. The fuck? Yeah.
And that somebody get an umbrella to prevent it from being spoiled, that would actually be shitting on everybody's efforts in that situation. And if you didn't notice, there are other people on her team too, at least several who are yelling as well. Like, I've worked at a restaurant for years, and when, you know, you're there rush hour, dinner time, I've heard people yell for help over less. Get me this, get me that, get me this other thing. Like, really? We're going to flip out over that? I mean, even Aiden Ross's reaction led to him calling her entitled and an industry plant.
Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that industry plant. Doechii, the umbrella clip pissed me off. What an entitled, unintelligent piece of shit she is, bro. She stole someone like that I used to know. She makes no good music. She's horrible. She has zero talent.
He got so heated over this. Later, Aiden admitted to having allegedly lost a bag and I guess some advertising or brand deals due to the Doechii hate he was drumming up.
Yeah, Mr. Benito Mussolini himself. Fascist, Palintonic fascist.
Now, as much as Aiden did make a lot of hay out of the situation, truth be told, he's just one voice in a growing chorus of Doechii haters whose fans pull up in their respective chats and clap like seals whenever they throw hate her way. And if you're the kind of person like me who is, you know, kind of constantly checking in on whatever music discourse is on the internet day to day, you do see a lot of like random and outsized Doechii hate. Now, finally, at the start of 2026 now, Doechii has seen fit to put out a new song that is not only kind of getting fans ready for that eventual album release this year, the project that is really going to define how Doechii's career is going to move forward from here for the next 5 to 10 years, but more important.
Wait, what is this? It's because did Willie Maxwell forget which direction time flows? The song commented in 2008 to a poem by Ulrich 2000. The account Ulrich 2000 favorited furry art between 2018 and 2024. This post should be preserved as proof of how Willie Mac does zero research before. Wait, what? This account Hasan commented on in 2008 favorited these kinds of posts in 2024. I kid you not. This is how desperate they are. Wait, that's what it is? They're saying I'm a furry. First of all, who gives a fuck? Okay, sure, I'm a furry. Okay, whatever. Like, it's not even, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel, brother. You called me a fucking terrorist for the last 2 years. Like, calling me a furry, you think that is gonna fucking faze me? Like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about this stuff at all. I don't understand why people entertain this stuff, but hey, live and let live, you know? Who gives a fuck? But that's so funny that they've downgraded their... They went from, dude, they don't realize they went from Hasan is an anti-Semitic terrorist that wants to like do another 9/11 to Hasan is a dog abuser, which is a downgrade from terrorist, dumbass. And then they downgraded even further to, oh, he actually is a furry. Yeah, in 2008 on a fucking DeviantArt, they're in the DeviantArt comments. This person wasn't a fucking furry probably in 2008. No, to all the furries in the chat, I hate to disappoint you, but I am not a furry. But, you know, you can believe that if you want. Like, what's next, dude? Yeah, they're going to be like, Hasan likes ketchup on eggs. That's so funny. I have a bit about this, about how Turks are furries. For those of you who don't know, if you're new here, because Turks love the wolf. This is the sign for the ultra-nationalists. And the wolf is like this mythological animal. Turks say that they're a descendant of the wolves. So I routinely make jokes about how all Turks are technically furries.
This track is titled Girl Get Up, features a very solid chorus from SZA, and the bars in its 3 verses address a lot of the negativity that's been getting thrown her way. Honestly,
all the industry plant shit whack. I see it on the blogs. I see you in the chats. You suck every rap N-word dick from the back. But what's the agenda when the it girl black? Y'all can't fathom that I worked this hard, and y'all can't fathom that I earned this chart. Yeah, bro, that's not even about Aiden Ross.
Address a lot of the negativity that's been getting thrown her way. Honestly, the way I see the song, it's a very accurate and completely non-specific way of taking head on all the stuff that people have been saying about her. And again, this has been very broad, has been said by a lot of different people. It's sad to say, but these comments are not unique to one single person. And there are a lot of dudes out here in hip hop, in music broadly, with very falsely inflated careers and botted streams who should be getting this kind of criticism instead, but it's Doechii getting it? Look, case in point, the song isn't even about Aiden Ross, but Aiden saw this song and said, you know what? This is about me. If Doechii's addressing her haters...
Nope, this ties back into the previous thing that we were talking about. Feared Buck, or whatever the fuck his name is. He was the one who said this is about Aiden Ross. And that was an Aiden Ross Dick Rider account. It's one of those clip accounts that the previous video was talking about. He was the one who said, oh, Doechii calls out shots fired at Aiden Ross or some shit like that. And then Aiden Ross ran with it. Okay? And then he fucking ran with it. And then he got himself into a whole lot of trouble.
This track is about me because I am the #1 Doechii hater, Aiden Ross.
She came at me very first. And you guys can say it wasn't intended to. It was.
And he even recorded this hot diarrhea straight from an ass song with Child Case Haver 6ix9ine and some other loser who you can...
Yeah, he's like, get this, dude. Yo, check this out. I'll shock the world. No one was shocked by the fact that you went with a registered sex offender and did a collab with him, you know? No one was shocked by this. You did not shock the world at all. Actually, if someone were to assume hypothetically how you would react, this is low-key how I assume you would react. Yeah, Aiden Ross dropped his diss track to Doechii while she pays him absolute dust.
Fuck that, you know I'm a Jew. Beef with me, you know I'm a Sue. CC to say, he ain't know what to do. These German bitches, they wanna fuck on a Jew. Fuck Doechii. Dirty bitch partner views. Dirty bitch. Dirty bitch partner views. Dirty bitch. Dirty bitch partner views. Dirty bitch. Dirty bitch partner views.
Fool, shake it. Get you a bag, break it. She wanna rap, say it. Bitch, you gotta fuck if you.
Wow. Straight shit from the butt, dude. Yeah, turn this dookie off. Guess what, motherfuckers? You always say, Hasan, you don't listen to music. Yeah, well, I listened to that, and now my non-music listening has extended, okay? That's at least another year of me not listening to Dookie.
Can see here reacting to 6ix9ine having a child case.
Tekashi 6ix9ine sentenced to 4-year probation.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. He showed me the most love out of 97% of the people I've ever had on stream. On God, motherfucker calls me up randomly, 3 a.m., 2 a.m. What you doing? Let's gamble.
You want to know what my most controversial opinion is? I think out of all those fucking talentless hacks over at Kick, Cuffham is the only one that actually unironically has comedic talent, but he wastes it all the time because he goes for the most lowest, bottom of the barrel, nonsensical bullshit with regular fucking frequency. I know, I see. Listen, he is dog shit, okay? He's dog shit. Everything I've seen of him is dog shit for the most part, but he does actually have comedic talent, and he's just wasting it. He's wasting it with all this other bottom of the barrel, like shock value nonsense that he does. No, like when he does the fucking face swap stuff, like he's actually capable of being funny, but he's also doing like Nazi edge jokes and things like that. Like there are absolutely instances where he actually is. There are absolutely, like, Aiden Ross does not have any redeemable qualities, okay? And none of the people in his like orbit have any redeemable qualities. And Cuffham is one of, maybe because he's surrounded by these guys, that he just like looks like fucking comedic talent from time to time. But even though he is a horrible person, he does have the capacity to be funny every now and then. When he has the Clav dude just spam the N-word in front of him, who did that? Cuffham did that? Bro said he has comedic talent. Shut the fuck up. Hitler was a funny guy too, dumbass. Yeah, the problem with Hitler is that he did Hitler shit, okay? If your entire output and the reason why you're bad is because of, you know, moments where you're unfunny and being a dog shit loser, then if you dial back the dog shit loser moments, you could actually be funny.
Not and done. Them some real niggas, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, real cool dude there. Anyway, yeah, the song exists, and it's about as cringe as you can imagine. I will leave it to Austin to decide how much of it you will get tortured with right here.
You know I'm a Jew. You know I'm a Sue.
It's like Amy Schumer on a panel with Steven Crowder. Yeah, kind of.
Doechii.
One of his only good bits is using the Kirk face.
Still about Charlie. Yeah.
He does a face swap with AI in his streams, your face included. Yeah, I know. His funny bit about me is literally fucking yelling the N-word with a hard R at people on one of those like Omegle-ass websites with my face on his face, superimposed on his face. I've seen it. Or threatening to fucking execute me with a gun or some shit. I don't know. But that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, If you didn't do any of that shit and you instead like stuck to being funny, you could be funny.
What's up, Abe?
No Doji! No Doji!
And Aiden has just been going crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, that dumb fat. Sorry, she's not fat. Dude, that's stupid, smelly. Look at her monthly listeners right now. That went from 60 million to 20 million.
She blew up.
For what? For
Making
what?
music.
Cradling.
I don't get it. Did this woman steal more money from you than Playboy Cardi did? Did she run over your dog? Did she piss in your Baja Blast? Like, I'm not here to be a hypocrite and police anybody's speech per se, because Lord knows I don't have the cleanest mouth in the world. And sometimes, sure, I can get kind of mean, but what is this man's obsession with this woman? Why is he so...
Ron Collazo, both these guys don't even get me fucking started, dude. Ron is another person who is like genuinely a very funny guy. It's just, these guys, man, they see clout, they see, it's such a waste. That's why I always ride for iShow Speed and, you know, Kai Cenat a little bit too, because there's always two options in front of you. Okay. As a content creator, you can go the iShow Speed route or you can go the Aiden Ross route. Okay. In both of those circumstances, you will make money, but the ceiling is far higher in one than the other. I thought Kai was friends with Aiden. No, he's not anymore, because obviously fucking Aiden was being super racist.
Angry at her. Why is he so pissed directly at her? It's almost as if there's some kind of bias there.
This dirty. That's kind of like he's referring to a race.
I don't speak to only black girls as dirty. Look up when I talk about Wendy Ortiz. Same thing.
So Aiden is really...
He said, I don't just call black women bitches. I call Mexicans bitches too. I don't just say it to black women. I say it to brown women too. You misunderstood me. I'm not just being a misogynist. I'm being a racist of equal opportunity. This reminds me of, ironically, why him and Kai Cenat are no longer friends. Because Kai was like, bro, your chat keeps spamming like, you know, monkey every time I'm on stream, you know, fried chicken, all this stuff. And Aiden Ross's response to that literally was, oh, you don't understand. I don't just, you know, my chat isn't just like racist towards black people. They're racist towards me too. They always spam like anti-Semitic shit about me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, they're just generally racist. They're equal opportunity racism, dude. Chill.
Going scorched earth right now, and it's getting to the point...
He did indeed say that. He did. Oh, God, I have so much fucking brain rot in my brain, dude. Holy fuck.
Where a lot of people in the music industry are kind of tired of seeing it. For example, you have LA heavy hitter, artist, and commentator Glasses Malone.
I'm gonna about what you think is happening.
This actually did cause a lot of fucking commotion. At this point, from this point on, it's the first time I saw a bunch of black content creators who were like, you need to stop putting Aiden Ross on. You need to stop collaborating with him. Like, he is unimaginably disrespectful to black women. He's unimaginably disrespectful to black people in general. And the fact that you guys are still collaborating with him, that you're still giving him legitimacy is fucking unacceptable. That was the first time I've seen people say this shit about Aiden Ross. That was the first time. And it's crazy because, like, he's been doing this. He's been doing this for so long.
Oh, got it. So this could do something to me, right? But so I just have to sit here and take it because I'm the white man, right? I'm the white man.
You're not finna be sitting up there just talking shit about that black woman.
Well, just did again 30 times.
On God, bro. And I'm
on God, bro. I just did.
And if you keep doing it, I'm gonna start pressing all the around you.
Cool. Do it. I don't give a
I'm not gonna press you because I don't know where you at and I don't know how to get to you. But
oh well, if you do come to me and you do try to get at me, I'm gonna have you arrested, sir. I'm gonna actually.
Oh, dude. Oh, that's so funny. Excuse me. If you do come after me and try to press me, I will have you arrested. That's awesome. Actually, that's illegal, sir. I will have the law enforcement officers at your location instantly. Guards.
Just have you in handcuffs. So.
And rather than take this man's words to heart and, you know, maybe chill out and stop and think, hey, maybe I've taken it far enough, Aiden has instead decided to call Glasses Malone a fat simp.
Bro, this guy is still pushing it. How much furry porn do you got on your PC? Do you like wearing diapers? Do you shit yourself in a fursuit? Brother, we moved on from this, okay? How many times are you going to shock your dog today? You know 2026 is going right when you see Hassan fell off and Asmongold doing better than him. How many times you shock your dog today? Hassan, quit being a cute little furry femboy. Pull me up again. Pull me up again. What's your persona? You're a tourist furry femboy. Sit there like a good boy. Wait, are you actually a furry? Wait, what the fuck? Why are you calling me a furry tourist? Oh my God. No, brother. I hate to disappoint you. I know you want to crank it to what you imagine my persona is, but I do not have one.
You won't admit it, you're a simp. You're fat as f***. She's not gonna f*** you, fat f***. I don't know what to tell you. This falling off podcast of you. Look at these two old heads. Can you guys go take care of your kids? Please, guys, it's actually getting embarrassing. You guys have children. I know you do. You probably have multiple baby mamas. I'm not stupid.
And has also said he's called the...
Oh, you guys have multiple baby mamas. Wonder what led him to make this assumption. Bro, just say the N-word at that point. Like, I think everybody understands what's going on, you know? That's it. You're just taking the long road. You're taking the long road home on that one. That's it.
Cops. There's even a clip here of him on the phone with DJ Academics whining and crying about the whole situation.
Talking crazy too, and about black people with a black scent and misusing AAV like that. Crazy. I mean, come on. Many such cases, right? I mean, that's a given, right? It's the classic, like, guy who has a Bob Marley flag in the background, but will say the N-word and, like, hates black people. Or a guy who actually loves the NFL but hates when black players will turn around and remind people that they're human beings and police brutality is fucked up. It's just you're basically describing the damn near entirety of the white boy consumption of black sports or black art in general. That's just how it is.
And I've already contacted police about that. I'm not a street rapper. Why don't these guys go slide on their ops?
I'm not a street rapper. Every time he's crying about pushback that he's getting, he's like, Ack, can you defend me against these street rappers, please? These thugs.
Slide for their people and go after their ops. Don't worry about me, the little Jewish streamer kid.
Why don't they all just go slide on their ops? Because you know what? Real gangsters move in silence. Yeah, I think Aiden has bit off a little bit more than he could chew here. And nobody with two brain cells likes it. Even Joe Budden, apparently.
He lit up the ox signal. Yeah. Ox, save me.
Would like to see this man get beat up.
Also, Joe Budden, you're a pussy. F you. Let's link up. You know where I'm at. I got police with me too.
Wait, Joe Budden? Bro, he will beat your ass. I think Aiden Ross is too young to remember Joe Budden's activities back in the day. Oh my God. Wait. Some of you guys are probably also too young to know this, okay? This was his response to this.
I do want to say I'm rooting for Glasses Malone to get all the Crips together to beat up homeboy. I am. Sorry.
Yo, these guys are so funny. Joe Budden calls for direct violence on Aiden Ross for his comments made on Dochi. I'm rooting for Glasses Malone. Everyone becomes a snitch, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. The moment that they get like any pushback whatsoever, it's like, oh, excuse me, I was just being a little racist. Why won't you let me? I'll call the cops on you. You're a black man. You're black. You're black. There will be police brutality happening to you.
Because I think that's who she was talking to in the song.
Yeah. I didn't know at first.
She was talking to little fuckity fuck.
The more I looked into it, she was directly talking to him.
Oh, no shit.
Because he said some wild shit.
Yeah, he said a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, really? Wild shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then there was some back and forth after she put the song out. And I like Glasses Malone saying what he said.
But I got police with me and I'm in your city. What's good? What do you want to do?
And you know what? If this creates a broader conversation around misogyny in the hip hop industry and whether or not it's...
You might be misremembering Hassan. Joe was never that guy. He got jumped by Raekwon back in Joe's early YouTube days, jump off TV era, and then filmed a YouTube video retailing the confrontation. Wasn't it Joe Budden who like chased a car after someone threw a fucking rock at him? I mean, I'm not saying like he's... Am I misremembering? It is Joe Budden, right? Like they threw a rock, or no, he chased the car with a rock in his hand after some fucking kids went up to his house in his wife beater, bro. Ran up on Joe Budden, lemma foul.
Joe Budden. Joe Budden. Pump it up. She got a good. Oh, you drunk, big shots. Oh boy, OVO, big shots. OVO.
Drake fans.
You drunk.
Drive.
Fucking bitch.
This is the last thing you see. Joe Budden coming at you like you're like a hippo. You know, like the hippo, like the hippo that like brings up his head from the water and you're like, uh-oh, danger, danger, danger. Steer the boat away now. Oh, it's awesome.
Fucking bitch.
And then he gives chase in the car.
Deadass chasing us, boy. Yo, we're getting chased by Joe Budden, my nigga. Yo, chill. Oh, boy. Boy! Follow me on Twitter, boy. Read a Kid Prodigy. Yo, what the fuck? Back off!
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm sorry.
Yes! This is why I said Aiden Ross does not know what kind of dark magic he is awoken. He Yeah, bro. This is a classic, dude.
Lock the door. Go. Yo, back up. Back up. Yo, don't. I'm trying to make.
Sir,
Yo.
me. Sir, that wasn't me.
Yo, back up.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm
Back
sorry.
up.
That wasn't me. I'm sorry. That wasn't me.
Back again. I'm gonna kill one of you little niggas.
All right, I'm sorry. Sir, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yo, chill.
Sir, I'm sorry for.
Bro, with the cuts on his fucking, with the fucking, he's got the wife beater on. He's got fucking holes on it, dude.
I'm sorry.
He's got rocks in his hand. Oh, he went akimbo. He went akimbo with dual rocks, dude. That's a dual rock wield. You understand me? Do you understand?
For them. I'm sorry.
Lord.
I'm sorry. You got. That wasn't me. I wasn't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That wasn't me.
Back up. Yo, don't.
That's the best. When he pops up like it's the fucking zombie apocalypse. He's on the roof. It's a real. Oh, he's right. He's right behind me, isn't he? Oh man. He's on our side, W. That's why I was saying what I said.
A good idea to basically allow Aiden Ross to hate on any artist he wants for whatever reason he wants. I think that's a good thing, because if you care about music and you're actually critiquing music or a song from a constructive place, or the criticisms at least that you have centers on the music itself. I mean, I know I'm not a perfect person and I'm not.
Snipe this comment, please. The usual suspects are trying to do a repeat of last October with even less convincing footage from earlier today. Please nip it in the bud, but this time debunk it quickly. Don't want a repeat of that shit again. If you do it the next day, they will just lie again. What are you talking about? What is the... I don't even know what the fuck you're
like the most well-informed critic in the world, and I make mistakes for sure. But I'm not out here with no provocation whatsoever calling artists dirty and smelly, because that's just...
Hutch is doing Dogtober 7 2.0. Okay, dude. Yeah.
Uncalled for and so unnecessary.
I'm brutalizing. I'm killing Kai. That's why she's not here, because she's dead. Not because she's on a walk, but because she's been killed.
And doesn't make sense. It doesn't benefit anyone, fix anything, or contribute to any kind of net positive. And I hate that the words and actions of people like Aiden Ross end up inflaming this discourse about whether or not white people or people outside of hip hop culture should be able to have any sort of thoughts or opinions on the music or certain songs, certain albums, whatever. Because like this dude is obviously going about it in the most toxic way possible. And it's also not even just a matter of Aiden being an alien and an outsider within hip hop culture. The guy doesn't even give a fuck about music. Like, the only reason he says he likes Drake's music is because Drake pays him. Okay, jumping in for an update. Now, all of a sudden, Aiden is going to be donating $100,000 to underprivileged communities in LA. How exactly?
I said this is woke too. This is woke. This is a testament to woke too. Okay. He started moving like Walmart during Black Lives Matter, where he was like, "Oh, I'm giving $100,000 to black small businesses." Hello. Yeah, right on the money. She just got back from her walk. Fatty. He's not donating the money anymore, so he says, "Oh, nice." Get out of there. Nope, don't go in there. Kaya, please. Yeah, I lied about killing Kaya. That was a lie, guys. But also, the update I assume for Aiden Ross is around the fact that since this has happened, Aiden Ross has declared he's officially done discussing Doechii and the whole beef, and he's looking forward to watching all the people who are dragging him and talking smack during the drama to see their social media engagement and numbers start tanking. And then also on top of that, oh, he fucking cooks academics here as well. Tate Brothers, goddamn, he's got smoke. Donald Trump, Nick Fuentes. Okay, maybe I'll watch this. Never mind.
Hey,
I wasn't gonna watch
up?
it. I was gonna give you the summarization, but like, basically, he claims that the NBA dropped a deal, and he's getting cooked nonstop on the timeline.
Aiden, how you doing? I'm good. Thanks for asking. I hope this email finds you well. We don't need to mince words. We don't need to go into backstory or anything like that. You know what I've said about you. I know what you've said about me. You seemed kind of upset, which I understand because you come across like the type of person who very much seeks validation from older men.
What's the biggest thing about you? Like you must have something huge about yourself. What's the biggest thing?
But we're not here to talk about that. What we're here to address is that you're not going to get away with sort of assassinating my character, dragging me down with you, and acting as if I'm a horrible, terrible human being. There's just one thing I need to point out to prove that isn't true. Because if I was like the worst person on the planet, if I was a hateful person, if I was somebody who was bigoted and misogynist, you would like me. You would think I'm
true. This is one of the things that I always get mad about is when you got like King Bigot, and there are many of them. It's not just Aiden, but like just people who are winning the bigot Olympics, right? Turning around and being like, Hasan is transphobic. It's like, bitch, if I was, you would love me. Like, what are you talking about? The whole reason why you're beefing with me is because I'm not that. Okay, oh, he's racist. He's racist. He's racist. It's like, really? Because you love races. What the fuck do you mean? You wouldn't be beefing with me at all.
Awesome. You would be drawn toward me like a fly toward shit. For example, if I had a case with a 14-year-old child, you would want to do a song with me. If there were minutes of audio of me uploaded to God's internet having conversations like this with a teenage boy.
So you tell me that there's not another 15-year-old that you could bust down? Yo, bro.
That was insane.
No.
Why not? Suppose he's like, yo, bro, listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I
can't
can be
even.
inside you. Pause.
Yo, I'm not gay.
I would be your shoulder to cry on.
Oh my God, I'm so mad at. My PR was finally getting better. I had 2 deals lined up. Same with DD. I was talking to him. He lost both my deals. Oh God. Like, it's not even about the money. It's just because like I wanted to do it. Cause it's like, damn, it was a big ad. It was a big deal.
If I was a sex trafficker, you would want to sniff my chair. Okay. If I was a greedy, weird, gambling spokesperson, you would do stream after stream after stream with me and even get rounded up with me in a couple lawsuits. Why not? If I was a high-powered politician on the Epstein list, you would probably use your platform to help me win an election.
We good? Oh, we're good. All right.
And if I was, let's say, a white supremacist, you would do even more streams with me. There would be hours of footage of you reacting to me very positively. Hell, we'd probably even be friends.
Another black thug that hates whites, ingrate. They should ship his ass to Africa.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Take your Hennessy.
Yeah.
And your Cavassier.
Everything Nick is saying right now is facts. And if you have a problem, don't get out of my stream. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know how many people are gonna f me after saying this, but I think Nick Fuentes is very funny, and I like a lot of shit that he says. I just gotta f with you. You understand? Like,
Love
there's something about it.
Hell yeah,
There's just something about it, bro. There's something about it.
The GOAT, dude. The GOAT.
There's literally footage of you allowing this man to gaslight you live on stream into believing that hate crime.
Okay, to be fair, this was like, this was kind of funny. This got a good laugh out of me because he had a Nazi on his broadcast unironically convince him that the Holocaust was fake as a Jewish man in America in the year 2024 or maybe 2025. I don't remember exactly what year it was. It's one of the most insane things I've ever seen, where it's just one of the dumbest things you can possibly be.
Crimes and hate crime statistics against your own people are just made up.
I'm looking at these hate crimes by different religions, and anti-Jewish is number 1 with 683. Could you care to explain?
Oh, yeah. Where are you getting that figure? What you actually find is that, 1, a lot of hate crimes are hoaxes, like Jussie Smollett. That's the famous example. You can look into, there are a lot of these hate crimes where there'll be a Jewish cemetery or something like that, and it's a Jewish person that puts it there.
It's all
this kind of stuff makes me unironically super woke, by the way. Like, this is, I know that, you know, as a white boy, as a quirked up white boy myself, I don't normally do the whole like, oh, this person is like using AAVE while stealing black culture and undermining black people in general. But like, this is literally, I mean, this is 1-to-1. This is straight up the most obvious, the most transparent, the most ridiculous version of events. It basically, yeah, woke jet fuel is right. When I fucking watch any clip from Aiden Ross, I become ultra woke. I become the wokest man in America. Okay, these people make you look like a saint. Wait, what do you mean? I'm not even fucking on the same playing field as these motherfuckers. What are you, crazy? Yeah, I become the woker, straight up.
About spreading love, and I'm all for it. So you just
absolutely
no hate at all, man. No hate at all.
Also, weren't you just defending FaZe Banks the other week?
Ricky, you're going backwards. Dude, there's nothing wrong with saying that. If you're saying it in a non-racist way with your friends and you're not doing it on...
White guy giving another white guy the permission to say the N-word towards black people is crazy. Okay?
stream and they're okay with you doing that, like, stop acting like streamers are perfect and people on the internet are perfect. No, that's not the case. And it's not about race.
So, no, Aiden, I'm going to be real with you because, again, you're not going to gaslight me here. I know in my mind I'm nowhere near the piece of garbage that you typically hang out with because, again, if I was, we would be besties. You would come over here, get on your knees, let me fart in your mouth, and then afterwards you would say, "Thank you, sir, may I have another?" I would give you at least several chairs to sniff. I find your situation very, very sad, and I don't so much dislike you as much as I pity you, mostly because of clips like this.
I don't care about perception, bro. That's been cooked. You guys think the LG community is gonna like me? You guys think the deep feminist, they're gonna
LG community.
Or there's nothing I could do. They're gonna hate me no matter what. I can't change that shit. Facts in the chat. They're gonna forever hate me because of the LG shit. They're gonna forever hate me because the Tate, the Trump, all that shit. So it's inevitable. I can't do anything about it. I'm cooked forever.
I'm sorry, I know this isn't very woke, but this is like the most shit I've ever seen in my life. If I was your dad, and I feel like you are seeking a daddy, if I was your dad and I saw this clip, I would give you a call out of concern.
Hey, Dada! Daddy, how many Dada, bro? Bro, come on, bro.
What's wrong, son? Are the feminists hurting your feelings again? You know, regardless of how they feel about you, you should still want
What did he mean by LG? He means lesbian gay. He just calls it LG, the LG community, because like he is too many letters. He doesn't know all the letters. Like, don't get mad at him. I love when people go, he's being transphobic, he's doing bi erasure. No, he's a dumbass, okay? I've said this before, and I still stand by this. Aiden Ross might be one of the only people on the planet who is genuinely too stupid to be bigoted. Okay? Like, this is another one of those moments where he like wants to be bigoted. He's got the hate in his heart, but he is unironically too stupid to be like effectively bigoted. Genuinely. Nick Shirley disproves this. I mean, I actually don't know who'd win in a stupid off between him and Nick Shitley. I genuinely don't know. Probably Aiden Ross still, because like Nick Shitley doesn't know, like Nick Shitley doesn't know like words like ba-da-ba-ba, right? But like Aiden Ross doesn't, you know, Aiden Ross also doesn't know words.
Be a good boy. I know you can be a good boy. I know it's there inside of you. It's been there all along. You don't need to pal around with rats and traffickers and in order to be successful and be happy. You can trust your gut and just stop being a dirtbag. This isn't the way your mother and I raised you. Because
bro, Aiden's stupidity actually powers up his racism. Bro doesn't understand stereotypes. He just believes everything you tell him. Yeah.
Here's the thing, Aiden. You can paint me however you want to paint me on whatever stream, but the fact still remains, like, people are not on my ass in the way they are on yours, and that is because there is a real and tangible difference in the ways that you and I both operate in the world.
I'm not banned from LA, bro. I wish somebody would. I swear to God, I'm gonna go to LA, nobody's gonna do shit to me.
Because, brother, you just got taxed by Crips. And while it is true, I've got a little bit of an enemies list too, I'm actually quite proud of the people who hate me most. If someone like this thought I was amazing and cool and one of the good ones and the homie, I would have to reassess my decisions, which hopefully right now at this point in this journey we call life, regardless of whatever emotional front you are putting up, I hope you're doing that. Because again, getting taxed by
Aiden knows his ABCs is not even close. No, I don't think he knows his ABCs. If you asked Aiden Ross to read an entire page from a Harry Potter book, he would not be able to complete that task. To be fair, neither could Nick Shirtley, I think, but I don't know, man. It's bad.
Bit of a rock bottom situation, which I hope and I pray you can learn from.
You can't do that.
Why can't
you thinking you popping and talking shit about that sister? I'm gonna what she said in the art. AD let you get away with it the first time. He should have f***ed you around and he didn't. Niggas keep letting you get it off because they want to be cool with you. It's one thing to say, hey man, you know what? That lady ain't said your name, so you assuming it, you finna start calling her out her name. I'm telling you right now, 7th Street Crit, nigga not going for that.
I've already contacted the police about that. I'm not a street rapper. Why would these
When he's on his high horse shitting on a black woman, he's like, hey, yo, you're a bitch. On God, you're a bitch. And then the moment that he gets pushed back, he's like, I'm calling the cops. I've already called the cops on them. Ack, I've called the cops on them.
Guys, go slide on their ops. Go slide for their people and go after their ops.
Look, I don't need to do or say anything from here because, to be honest, if you continue on this path, God is going to sort it out. I feel like what just happened was like a little bit of a bump. But look, I'm going to leave it here. I know you got some taxes to pay. I know you've got some lawsuits to worry about. I don't want to take away too much of your focus from these bigger fish to fry. But look, when it's all over and maybe things calm down and you have gained some, I don't know, intelligence and maybe some experience from the situation, I'll be here if you ever want to talk, if you ever want to talk to somebody who's not trying to take advantage of you or trying to use your platform for clout or trying to get money from you. Look, I'll even follow you on Instagram. You can message me back and we can have a nice long conversation about not being an idiot. Until then, I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. Have a good stream and I'll talk to you later.
Do I have to pay taxes this year? Or are people not doing that? I think people are doing that. I think people are doing that. What is this? The price of self-respect?
How could you possibly love?
Claus the Jester in the Night. The Infinite Black Money Glitch. Oh, these are black Republicans. Dude, there are a lot of people who used to say, I've seen a lot of people who were saying initially about iShowSpeed that he was like engaging in minstrelship, but I think that's not the case. I don't know if this content creator does that as well, but Pillboy is goated. He's so, dude, iShowSpeed is so fucking dope, man. Straight up. He is, I mean, there was definitely some, initially there was some stuff that he was doing maybe when he was like much younger, but I mean, if you look at his output now, he's so fucking sick. He's so good. Speed accidentally displayed China soft power in Zambia. 6 billion USD investment in the past decade. Mandarin as third language for easier employment in the mainland.
你说张伟？是，嘿，我是叫康哥。贾康哥。Chinese speak Chinese here too.
Chinese speak Chinese here too.
你说张伟？
Speed is the new Bourdain. He's saying he's hyperthyroid, bro. Speed is a better, healthier Bourdain. I mean, did you see Speed shit himself today? I mean, he is the Zoomer Anthony Bourdain for sure. He said he can't speak Chinese. Well, let's dial it back. No, I agree. I agree with that. What is this? The self-hating neo-Nazi from LJ? Speed is the new Che. Okay, calm down. There's a new way for you to become Chinese too. I'll never support tariffs. Then I'm afraid you're Chinese. Oh my God. Oh my God. To be anti-tariffs is to be pro-Chinese. This is me. This is my life. I'm anti-tariff. Please hit me with the Chinese beam, please. Is the video over? Yes, the video is over. Also, I'm tired. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to end the broadcast here, folks. That's all I got for today. But tomorrow's another day. I'll see you tomorrow. You already know. Another 7-hour, short-ass, half-day Hossie stream. You already know what it is. Love you guys. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Peace, everybody. Bye-bye. Love you all. Oh, wait. Remember the Trump... Remember the Trump supporter mom and dad that went viral? Like the podcast there with the Trump supporting mom and dad? Where the mom and dad was talking about how, they want to... They would justify Trump killing them in a mall or something. Yeah, I'm going to have him on. And we're going to actually talk to his parents. The quiet, peaky guy. Yeah, I'm going to have him on. I'm going to have that podcast on. And I'm gonna meet his parents. And I'm very excited about it. Anyway, peace, everybody. Bye-bye.
California, says Hasan. The starlock to the starlock to the topic just begun. There he is again, Hasan is streaming. Hasan is streaming. There he is again, Hasan is streaming. Hasan is streaming. Reviewing the P.O. box, Uncle Uger's face. Sudden discord agitprop, great names take embrace. Tiny Bernie Sanders, LGBTQ Air Force. The whole left at your fingertips, Ane at your door. H3 crowded debate, the Young Turks online show. 3 full fucking years of this, plenty more to go. 90-day fiance talks of champagne bourgeoisie. A Trump rally live reaction, a mass riot at DC. There he is again, Hasan is streaming. Hasan is streaming. There he is again, Hasan is streaming. Hasan is streaming. Reading live stream fair comments, Austin show chat advice. And all the ways the right-wing pipeline can suck you in online. JCS react, Lord, frame gets broken, cover blown. A full-blown mass pandemic, monster streaming at your home. Total radicalization coming out to find. The system you were taught to trust in was broken the whole time. All these daily streams, whether big or whether small, have helped me and so many find the meaning